Alright guys, well I'm back today with two new Flissa knife models that I recently purchased on Amazon. I'm trying to find the absolute best high value and budget options you can possibly get on Amazon, whether it's a pocket knife, EDC related multi-tool, or a flashlight. I'm digging in, buying them so you don't have to, and testing and evaluating so you can spend your money on what you want and not what you don't need. Now, a push-button lock operation, especially with the materials used on this Flissa with D2 steel and G10 handles, generally sells at the low end for $30 to $35 and on the high end for upwards of $100 depending on the manufacturer. But this Flissa model comes in at $21.99. 3 different color variations and 2 different locking methods. The button lock, which I feel like where this knife really shines, as well as a liner lock design. Now, the other one we're going to be looking at is also another Flissa knife. This one's more of a skeletonized metal handle, aluminum handle. And the blade steel on this we'll dig into a little bit more, but a more budget blade steel, that one's actually coming in sub $13. So if you really want a budget beater, stay tuned for that at the second half of this video. Now this knife with the G10 feels pretty good in the hand. The D2 steel is fairly sharp out of the box. It's also coated for corrosion resistance and really good jipping on the blade itself. Now the action on this is fairly smooth, a little bit gritty out of the box, but after working it a couple hundred times, the action is really smoothed up and that grit has kind of disappeared. So don't let that kind of spoil it when you first pull it out of the box because it does smooth up once you use it. And again, that's why I'm purchasing them and trying them out. Now the action on that is very smooth. It definitely pops open with ease and it drops closed very nicely. Again, out of the box, it didn't necessarily drop close, but again, after using it a few hundred times, it will drop close and work out really well. So just a solid action, especially once kind of broken in. It does have a lanyard hole on the back, a tip-down carry design, which is nice because you can carry this in your left or right-hand pocket without worrying about the blade opening it up and sticking your hand. Trust me, that's happened to me when I've carried knives in my left-hand pocket with tip-up carry opening to your pocket. So love the fact that this is tip-down carry. Now, some people are going to hate that. I get it. You guys like tip-up carry. No worries there, but this one then is not going to be for you because that is the only pocket clip location on this particular knife. The blade centering in this guy is fairly good, although the lockup is not the most solid I've ever felt. It's definitely going to be solid enough for most everyday tasks. Again, we are talking about a $22 pocket knife with free prime shipping. So if you were looking for a budget flipper with a push button lock design and decent steel and decent handle materials, this is going to be a great option to get and try, especially with the free prime shipping. Now, the next version we're going to talk about is this folder right here. This is a pretty interesting little guy. It is the Flissa folding knife, and they call it the hollowed out design handle. 2 different color variations, $12.59 with free prime shipping, and they have a 5% off clickable code on the link. Now, the steel used is going to be 5 CR15 steel, and that's going to be 50 to 55 HRC, and this also rides on bearings. So that's what it says. It feels smooth. It feels good, but, I mean, it's not dropping closed. You know what I'm saying? Even when you get to here. But anyways, tip-down carry. I guess you could call some of these spots right here like lanyard holes, but for me, this is going to be like a budget beater pocket knife. Now, the lockup on this is fairly solid, razor sharp out of the box, and almost looks like a pocket fillet knife, more of a gentleman style folder. Very interesting and unique design. And again, you could carry this in your left or right hand pocket because of the tip down carry. Now, I've been purchasing a lot of these Flissa knives, and I've been using them in a wide variety of locations and a ton of different tasks, and I'll continue to use these guys and update you on the performance. Now, the Flissa knives I've been using have been holding up pretty great. No real issues. I've been using them for now. It depends on which model you're talking about, but something like this, I'd say for about 3 or 4 weeks now, I've been carrying these little Flissa folders, and they've been working great. I haven't had any issues with any of them. So nice options from that company. Don't expect the world, but you can expect decent quality, decent materials, and overall decent build quality for the price point. I can definitely recommend these two, but honestly, my heart is towards the button lock, because where else can you find a button lock at this price right now? You can't. You just can't find it at this price with the materials used, so this is going to be a great option. All of the information and linking will be in the description below. Again, I purchased these myself, but I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you decide to purchase one yourself, you can click on that link in the description below. It helps out the channel at no extra cost to you, just brings you right to the deals, and I greatly appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.